On this video, I'm going to show you how you can find, buy, and finance a 10 to 30 unit apartment building with little money out of pocket and do it in the next 90 days. Hi, I'm Justin Brennan, founder and CEO of our capital company and Multifamily School, a community of investors that we help mentor around the United States. Since 2010, I've acquired nearly 1,000 units and $180 million in assets. Today, I'm sharing the same roadmap I've used to escape the rat race and build a life of financial freedom. So whether you're a 9-to-5er and you're tired of the grind, maybe a realtor, an investor ready to level up, or an entrepreneur looking to diversify and create generational wealth, this video will change how you think about multifamily. Let's dive in. Here's the truth. Breaking into multifamily investing feels impossible. You're told you need lots of capital or an enormous net worth. The deals you see online don't make sense, or they're out of reach. And let's face it, it's overwhelming to figure out the financing, the underwriting. Is everything else on your own? How do you do it? But what if I told you there's a better way? By the end of this video, you'll understand the 5 roadblocks keeping you stuck and how my Fast 5 method removes them to get you into your first multifamily deal. Roadblock number 1, finding good deals. Most deals worth pursuing never hit the public websites, but you know this. Sites like LoopNet or Crexi, CoStar. The key is building relationships with brokers to gain access to their pre-market or off-market inventory listings. In our community, we guide you step by step on how to do this. You'll learn how to connect with brokers, what to say, how to do it, and how to get the deals flowing. Roadblock number 2, analyzing deals. Do you know how to determine if a deal is worth pursuing and do it in just minutes? We're going to teach you with our proprietary deal analyzers. And here's the best part. Every deal you analyze, we can review them with me and my team. So that's a second pair of eyes to help you avoid costly mistakes. Okay, so let me show you really quickly how you would break down a deal and financially structure it if you were going to be buying this multifamily building. So let's go. Okay, so this is a basic 23 unit deal. I believe this one was in Ohio, okay? Normal 23 unit, right? Nothing crazy. Let's presume for a minute you're buying it for $1.3 million. That's the purchase price on the property. You're going to have closing costs, CCs, call it $100,000 in closing costs. There's things built into that I'll get into. Let's say you're going to improve the property. You're going to renovate it. So you got about $200,000 in renovation dollars. So you're all in, right? All in, $1.3 million, $100,000, $200,000, $1.6 million. That's your total cost in the deal, okay? Total cost in the deal. Now, you're going to go out and you're going to get a 75 to 70% loan to cost, right? About $1.2 million loan. That's what that equates to. This loan is easier than getting a single family house loan. Why? Because when you do commercial real estate, anything 5 units or more in the multifamily space, the lenders are underwriting the property's financials, not yours. You are secondary in the process. Big difference. Your credit's not nearly as important. Your financials, your bank accounts, all that stuff are completely secondary. They want to know, can the property financially take care of itself, be self-reliant, and pay the bank, period. That way you are secondary in the process. That's why the loans are what they call non-recourse most of the time. Non-recourse means they're not personally guaranteed. All right, here we go. So that loan, easier to get than a house loan most of the time. $400,000. So this is the down payment. This is the down payment we're talking about. Now, this is where we hold your hand and teach you the most important thing. This is OPM, other people's money. You have to learn. If there is a skill set that you learn in life more than any other skill set on the planet, that is, how do you raise money? Okay, how do you attract money in? How do you raise money? How do you use OPM? How do you leverage private lenders? How do you leverage creative financing with seller financing? There are when I say OPM, I mean OPM. That money can come from multiple sources. So now you have the 400 grand. That 400,000 breaks down like this. You, as the general partner, the person who found the deals, putting it together, structuring it, doing all the legwork, you're going to be bringing in about 10% of the money. For that 10%, you're going to get about 30 to 40% of the deal. The rest is the OPM dollars. That could come in multiple ways. Private lender, seller financing, friends and family, the community, all the above, our fund, everything. It's all up for grabs. $360,000. This will be put together with either one person or about 5 to 7 people. Trust me, if you have a deal that makes financial sense, raising the money is not hard. Go find a deal that makes financial sense, which we help you do. Money raising is not hard. So you're going to get 30 to 40%. They're going to bring in about 90% of the money, and they're going to get about 70% of the deal. Here's the cool thing. You're bringing in 40 grand. You get, as one of the different ways that you get paid in multifamily, one of them is what's called an acquisition fee. It comes out at the close of escrow. It's built in to the total cost of the deal. So you're getting $26,000. You brought in 40. What's that delta? $14,000 delta. That is your actual physical out-of-pocket money. It's not 40, it's 26, but your 40 is going to make some money. Without diving into too much weeds, you're out of pocket 14 grand and you have control of a 23 unit, multi-million dollar apartment building in Ohio for 14 grand. Tell me where else you can pull that one off. This is not unique, guys. This is not pie in the sky stuff. We do this stuff every day, and so do all the mentees. Okay, so let's keep going. But that's how you're going to structure the deal financially. Now, getting into all the nuance of how you raise money, how you do this, that's all part of it. That's why you learn it. That's why you learn it. Because you either bring the check equity, as I call it, right, which is the physical cash, or you bring the sweat equity, which is the knowledge, the skill set, the ability to execute. Because if you have the knowledge, the skill set, and the ability to execute, you are extremely valuable to somebody with money. It's no different than how I got started back in 2010. I was getting my butt hammered in the financial crisis. I didn't have the capital. But we got into our first deal, a $100,000 condo. I didn't even have the 25 grand for the down payment. I went to a buddy of mine and I said, Chris, if you can put in the down payment and sign on the loan, right? $75,000 loan, $25,000 down payment, $100,000 rental property. I will do all the sweat. I will find it, analyze it, put it together, manage it, do everything. You collect checks, we collect checks. I will do all the sweat. You bring the physical capital, bada bing, bada boom. That is how it gets done. So become valuable. If you don't have the capital, become valuable skills. That's why you come into the mentorship. So I hope this makes sense. We'll get into a lot more detail. Trust me, this is just the beginning. But I want you to understand just from a high level, like literally for $14,000 out of pocket, everybody, for 14 grand, you're going to control a 23 unit, multi-million dollar apartment building in Ohio. This is not pie in the sky. So when people tell me this is difficult, trust me, this crap's easier than flipping a house any day of the week and twice on Sundays. Okay? Trust me, we flip houses. I do this too. I'll do this till I'm dead and make a lot more money. And I'll help you make a lot more money too. So come on in, let's go. So this is how you pull it off, okay? This is a basic, simple structure. Very, very normal, simple structure and not unique. So I hope this helps. Roadblock 3, raising capital and financing. This tends to be the biggest one. You think you need hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars to invest? Think again. We'll show you how you acquire a 10 to 30 unit apartment building with as little as $15,000 to $30,000 out of pocket. I'll teach you how I structure deals, leverage other people's money, and build wealth through strategies I personally used, like turning a $20,000 investment into a $600,000 gain over 5 years. Roadblock number 4, closing the deal. From financing to inspections, closing on multifamily properties can feel like navigating a minefield. That's why we wrap our arms around you with a dedicated personal success coach who you meet with weekly. You're also going to get weekly coaching sessions with me to help you navigate the process, not some random hired coaches. You're also going to get the thriving community of hundreds of investors to guide you and support you. And lastly, roadblock 5, mindset and time constraints. Most people fear losing money. In the lack of time, they're the invisible enemies keeping most people stuck. We'll help you overcome both with clear guidance, an efficient system, and supportive network to keep you accountable. The Fast 5 method has real results. Here's proof that it works. Vanessa, medical nurse in our program, closed an 18-unit property in Ohio, $28,000 out of pocket. Hayden and Matt, former realtors, they acquired 2 properties in Arizona, became multimillionaires through the program. Dale, he's a business owner, a dentist in Utah, bought a 20 unit for $30,000 out of pocket. Now this isn't theory, it's happening right now, every day in the community. Come on in and see it. So I want to share with you a little bit about what you get. So when you join Multifamily School Mentorship Community, you gain access to comprehensive business-in-a-box solution. Provided for you LLC help, business structure, and tax strategy tailored to your needs. You're going to get a CRM software, investor website template to manage your deals, grow your network and portfolio. We're going to make you officially official with your new business in multifamily. You're going to get lifetime access. That's one of the best things. That's lifetime access to our investor community and all of the resources. The Fast 5 Method Playbook. It's a step-by-step guide I put together to buying apartments in 90 days. You're going to get all the tools such as deal analyzers, pitch decks, scripts, legal templates, and many, many, many more. Weekly group coaching sessions with me, not some random hired coaches or students who've done one deal. Weekly meetings with your personal success coach. You're going to get access to our Multifamily Knowledge Center. It's a 10-part training series covering every aspect of multifamily investing. And look, that's not all. You're going to get exclusive bonuses that are super important, like tax hacks, learning cost segregation, accelerated depreciation to avoid paying taxes for the rest of your life, creative financing 101, live event and tickets to our events, and much, much more. Everything you need is accessible through our mobile app as well, so you can learn and manage all the deals and everything on the go. So look, if you're ready to change your life, book a call now. During the call, we're going to dive into your goals, create a game plan, show you how you can achieve them. There's time to stop watching others build wealth and start creating it on your own. Create your own legacy. Click the link below to book your call and join the Multifamily School community. Let's go.